Scipio2 here, another little unpackaging and review of, if you will, another quality Magpul product. This is the MS4 dual quick disconnect Gen 2 sling. Multi-mission sling system is what that stands for, if you're wondering. And these have actually been renamed MS1, which kind of never happened. There was a MS, and then there was an MS2, then there was an MS3, and then there was this MS4/MS1. So I don't know what's going on with Magpul's name game, if you will, but here's what we got in this newest iteration of their sling. Kind of the traditional Magpul packaging, the slotted in cardboard and stapled, doubled over package. So go ahead, pop it out. Set the little baggie off to the side. Now, with the cardboard here, as you saw up here, you have the namesake and everything on the front. Now on the Mac, you've got the MS4 dual quick disconnect Gen 2 sling, the multi-mission sling system, and some basic information. Then when you unfold it, you have the picture of what all is included. Obviously the sling here and the adapter piece, which is available separately, optionally, but you know, you save yourself like $5 if you buy it combined. Then on the back, you've got basic instructions on how to properly utilize it, how it operates, blah blah blah. So anyway, setting that off to the side, here's what we got. Okay, I'm trying to get that situated there where you can see all this. Okay, the newer slings, this latest generation, come with a different webbing material than they've previously used. It doesn't have quite the slickness, if you will, of the previous slings. The webbing is actually wider, but it's not as thick through its main webbing or whatever. The hardware, you know, these rings and so forth, are now all steel construction, melanite treated, coated, finished, limited rotation, quick disconnect cups on both sides, so that when you bring the sling around, for example, instead of having the jaws, you now have a quick disconnect, and it's limited. As you can see, it only turns so much depending on where you put it in, and that's determined by each of these hole sets, 1, 2, and 3 there, and same on the other side correspondingly, and obviously on the opposite side of the attaching hardware. They've done away with the Magpul Dynamics logos and so forth. They now simply are referred to as Magpul, or simply have the Magpul logo on them. And on the end, instead of having the traditional jaw clamp or para hook, whatever, they have the quick disconnect. And again, that's all hardened steel with a melanite finish to that as well. Now, when you buy this sling, if you were to buy it in just the MS1 platform, you would not have this piece here. It would simply just be a straight section of strap that you would then either wrap around your stock or whatever and double it back on the tensioner piece, or you could buy a number of various adapters that Magpul has had the forethought to design and release as well. Again, you could buy this section separately, which would be this component right here with the quick, how about I just say QD, that's easier. With the QD stitched into one end, and the hoop stitched into the other, and then you would have the bare ring. Obviously you wouldn't have the other end of the strap and so forth. And then you could add that, and I think they're making it with the more traditional jaw clamps and HK hooks and so forth. But anyway, so that's the deal on that. It still maintains and utilizes the same overall design as far as the looped simple slide adjustment, although they've changed it a little bit. So I guess it's not really the same, but it functions and operates the same. But they've come up with this polymer component which leashes all the strands of the strapping together, and now instead of grabbing the loop and giving it a tug one way or the other and then relying on friction tension to lock it, you now have this, and you simply just grab and slide this as you just saw there. And once it's in place, it locks and won't slide, and that's how you would adjust your girth, if you will, for, you know, how tight it rides on your body or how high or low and so forth. So that's kind of simple genius there, of course, coming from the guys at Magpul. Who would expect anything less, right? Here you see the other logo indicating that this is the MS1. Again, it's all well stitched. The new material, like I said, is wider but thinner and fairly pliable, but not quite as silky, I guess, or slick as the previous materials. You have a single static adjustment as well, where you can adjust over here on the other end of your sling. But you know, if you're running a rifle or a system with quick disconnects, or you're wanting to convert to quick disconnect cups and so forth, Magpul's got you covered, and I'm making that move myself. I'm moving from the more traditional claws and mash hooks to the QD on my newest rifle. So thought I would give this a try, and this is what we got. I'll probably, after getting some use with it, do another review video on what I think about it and how it performed and so forth. But for now, this is what you get when you purchase the MS4 Quick Disconnect Dual Connect Gen 2 Sling from Magpul. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope we all learned something. If not, please let me know. If you did, I'd like to hear about that too. This is Skipio2. I'm signing out. Remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, God bless.